Last week at this time, I was in sunny, warm Orlando, Florida. Today, I'm not. I'm in a car on the highway. But even though my outer environment is not the same as it was last week, my inner environment is still sunny and bright. Because I just spent the last week being poured into wisdom from so many leaders who are a lot farther along the leadership and growth journey than I am. And the energy of more than 3,000 people from all over the world. It was like this big relational banquet, and I got to reconnect with old friends and meet so many new friends. It was amazing. But one of the last workshops that I attended is where I had one of my biggest ahas. And it was a question. What are you anchoring to? See, an anchor's job is to sink and hold. So if I'm anchoring to something that's a way of thinking or way of being that's positive, well, that's good. But I also know that it's really easy to anchor to my current conditions and circumstances, and that can really be like putting a lid on myself. You know what's happening when you hear people say, or you even think these things yourself, well, you know, this is just the way it is, or, oh, that's just the way I am. But there's good news. And Jim Rohn tells us this: we're not geese and we're not trees. You know, geese are wired to instinctively fly a certain direction, and that's what they do. But we're not geese. We can turn and go a different direction on a dime. Trees can't just pull themselves up by the roots and move across the road and replant themselves. But we actually can do that. See, not only do we get to choose our anchor, but we can change our anchor. We can access those intellectual faculties of memory and imagination and reason. We can remember a time when things were better. We can imagine a time in the future when things will be better. And we can figure out and reason actions that we can take so things will be better. Now, how can I be so certain about this? Because I just spent a week with people who were amazing anchor raisers, and they helped me to change some of my own. We're all anchored to something. Two questions. What are you anchored to? Is it the anchor you want? That's my perspective this Friday. I'm Amy Barg, living large.